Walking on the moon. One moment to escape. And you're walking on the moon. Walking on the moon. I've never been. Dance again. All our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some levels that I've never been. All our trouble seems to fade away. Will we dance This is
All right, everybody. As we are getting into this match, I do have something to update. Last night, the Smash team went 2-0 against the Eastern Eagles, and we are pretty much ready to go and get into our first Rocket League match of the night. I did not get my controller out. I'll be right back. All right, everybody. I have come back, and the SHU Griffins have already gotten themselves off to a lead. Looks like Charlie and Russ connected on that one to pull off the early lead in game one of a long day of Rocket League action from your Griffins. Today we have a match at 6 p.m. What a save by whoever that was. Mikey C coming out with a pinch inside of the net of his own goal. That was absolutely a last-ditch effort, but impressive nonetheless. But anyways, today we have a match at 6, the match you are viewing right now. Then we have a match at 7 o'clock versus University of Montreal, but they spell it with a bunch of accents and funny letters. After that, we have a match against Endicott College. If we make it through this first match and the second match, we will be 6-0, the same as Endicott College. So, if we make it through these first two matches and enter the third match 6-0, that will be the match to decide who is the first seed in this bracket for the regular season going into playoffs. So today has a lot of weight on it, and if I'm being honest with you, the structure of the matches today looks very similar to how it's going to look in nationals. So this could be a preview of what we are going to see if the boys make it to the national championship closer to the summer. Blaze off of the sidewall, had a lot of boost to his name, gets like a slight pinch off of the ground. Tarts, Russ tries to control the ball and get just a slight touch up into the air over the final defender. Blaze again off of the sidewall with about the same amount of boost that he had last time. He still has the ball. The touch off of the car once he makes it to the ground is not strong enough to slide past that last defender, but he's still creeping up into the middle. He's up into the air and he's jumped past the ball. He's going to have to panic flip to get something off of that. That's hard off of the ceiling. Charlie's still going for it. It's still bouncing, hits crossbar and out, and there it is, the follow-up from Blaze to find the fourth goal of game one. Comfortable lead coming out here for the Griffins against UMassD. Let me see real quick what that means. University of Massachusetts, Dartmouth. We have played them before. I should probably remember their name by now. In other titles as well as Rocket League. But you know, we just have so many opponents every week, and every college has a different name. Charlie with a pass into the middle. Blaze putting it back over to Charlie. Charlie towards the sidewall. Gets it up and out off of the wall. A little bit of boost towards his name. And this ball is into the middle. One touch on it from either of his teammates would have secured the fifth goal, but neither one of them really saw a point in going for that last shot, as it could have easily ended up in a counter strike that would have resulted in UMassD's first goal of the series. Double demo coming out from Mikey C, proving to be the most active, most proficient player so far. We will see as the series goes on, but Mikey C really making a name for himself. Also, there's that first goal for UMass for the series. Bro, cameraman was going a little nuts there for a second. He's really feeling himself, starting to dance and stuff. Oh, there's the bump. Double touch off the backboard. It's sitting in front, and it's going to be cleared out by the UMass defense. Oh, get it. Oh, get it. UMass defense. Oh. Did you guys get it? Half field, Charlie, no boost. Blaze also in the same spot, no boost. It is bouncing towards the middle still. Russ has all the boost in the world, and he's going to try to do something with the ball. However, the touch that he expects from his opponent does not come through. Charlie trying to control it across the front of the net. Does not get exactly what he's looking for, and now UMass is looking to mount an offense. Just as soon as I say it, the ball traverses all the way across the field to the opposing side. And Charlie, again, no boost, putting up the defense to keep the ball from going any further downfield. And game one is going to go to your Griffins. And this is what we really wanted to see at the start of today, because we have a lot of Rocket League to play out. Is that a GC3 tournament winner? It's GC something. Game two. This is all series today are going to be best of 7. So that is potentially 21 games at least for the varsity team. And then we're hoping to tack on to the end the JV game that's supposed to start at 9. But we will see, depending on how this final game goes for the varsity squad this evening. Very close attempt, just hits crossbar and out just a moment ago from the SHU boys. A jump from Charlie seems to be, I mean, I feel like it's always been this way. Charlie is always the one who is going to be willing to pull the trigger on a shot. And I feel like at this point in time, I don't think the boys would have it any other way. If Charlie isn't taking a shot, that means he's on defense and something's wrong. Ball's out in the middle, looking for the bump, but I think that's going to go all the way downfield, and this is the situation I was talking about earlier. The boys didn't want to pull the trigger in that last game because they thought that might happen. And now, the SHU Griffins find themselves at a deficit with just over a minute out of this game. Charlie off of his own corner. Gets the ball a good distance downfield, past half field at the very least. Blaze still getting bumps. He gets the pass over to Russ, but it's too strong. Charlie with the air dribble. Comes off of the ceiling down to Blaze, who picks it up, puts it over to the wall. but isn't able to get anything else with it. Russ gets a touch over one. Ball is going to be sent to the other side of the field. Coming back middle, though, gets 50 straight up into the air. And UMassD are really just hammering the ceiling with the ball at the moment. That's like the 5th time in a row that it has hit the ceiling. Oh, there's another one. Guys, this isn't breakout. It's not going to get out. Whoa. That very well could have been the second goal for UMass in this game. But the boys keep their composure, I think. Who knows what their comms are like. Charlie, upfield. Blaze gets it in behind the defense of UMassD and equalizes the series right at halfway through this game. Now, I'm not sure how some of the new update works. For those of you that play Rocket League, there is a new update. Russ just gets a bounce shot and it finds the upper 90 on this right side. However, like I was saying, there's an update here with the boosts and flip resets. With flip resets, whenever you get one, you get an indicator. It's like a little shockwave that comes out whenever all 4 of your wheels make contact with either a ball or somebody's car. According to my boys, your teammates and you can see that. The opposing team cannot. So I don't know what that means for the spectator. Like, if the spectator will be able to witness this happening. Oh my gosh, she's just getting bullied in their own net. Doesn't look like there's too much danger coming the Griffins' way at the moment, though. Demo comes through, makes Charlie respawn in, not Charlie, that was Blaze, respawn in the corner. Charlie, however, is on ball. He's going to gather it, and it doesn't look like much pressure is being applied as the ball gets sent all the way to the defensive corner of UMass. Off the sidewall to Charlie. It's going to go wide. Blaze looking for a redirect without any boost. Might have been very ambitious, very frivolous. And this ball is making its way to the Griffins' half. Nice little touch there to make one miss. Does not get a 50 on this one. Charlie trying to send it back middle. Blaze is there. Russ is causing havoc and allows Blaze to find the back of the net for their 3rd of this one. What was game 1? 4-1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 30 seconds left. The score stands. Then the Seton Hill Griffins only need 2 more games to walk out of this series without a mark on their record. Mikey C chasing his own teammate, gonna cause a team bump. Oh, if that player wasn't there, that ball was going straight to Russ. And now Blaze playing for time, putting the ball back over to the side where he saw his teammate collecting boost. Demo attempt comes through, but he's just going to go for the 50. And Seton Hill go up 2 games. Alright, and that was 3-1. 1, 2, 3, 1. Next game. Alright. Two more matches in this series, and we walk out 5-0. Then we will have our next opponent at 7 o'clock. Between these games, you guys will just be left to the intermission screen, and I will be making my way between the broadcast room and the arena to see where the boys are at, see what's going on with their heads, if they're still warm, if I need to send them outside, make them run a lap, whatever I feel like. But as of right now, we're hard into the series, and we are nose to the grindstone trying to come out with some dubs. And so far, that's exactly what we've gotten. Where is Russ? There he is. All right, cool. There's the kickoff. Goes straight to Charlie, which is not the worst thing that could have happened. Honestly, it'd probably be preferable in most scenarios, but this ball is making its way all the way downfield to the backboard of the Griffins, just to go all the way coast to coast to the opposite side. It's bouncing into the middle, and this is a scoreable ball going to be cleared out to the side. Charlie looking to see what he can do. Aggressive physical play coming from UMassD onto the third man of the Griffins in that scenario. One of the members of UMass just sitting on a boost back there in the corner, and because of that, he gets caught in the middle of his half flip against the back wall. Unlucky. Honestly, I've been there. 420. Charlie on kickoff. It's basically a mirrored kickoff of the first one, just opposite side. They really love nailing that specific part of the backboard. They've already done it twice this game. Aerial contact, but Blaze going to come out with boost still in the tank, so going to be able to reposition a lot easier. This could be an opportunity for UMass, but the clear comes through from Blaze. Demo comes through onto Russ, and this could put some holes in the rotation of your Griffins. Still just trying to abuse this backboard. A little bit of lag there on the boost spawns and pickups. Welcome, new chatters. Everybody tuning in to join me on this marathon. It's going to be a long night for the Griffins, as we have, at the very least, 4 Rocket League games to put on stream tonight, or 3 Rocket League games. We're going to try to do 4, but it kind of depends on how long the last one goes for. Charlie goes for the 50. Off the sidewall, bounces back into the middle. Russ is able to get to the ball so that the pre-jumped member of UMass wastes his boost. Ball's out into the middle. Somebody should be in the air for this, unless they saw Mikey jump first, and then they just decided it wasn't worth it. Boost steal comes through. Mikey is going to have to hightail it all the way back to his side if he wants a full boost. That one hits post, luckily, and then is able to be cleared out. This is a weak shot, hit with the soft side of his car. Russ clears it out to the opposite side. Mikey puts it back into the middle. Nobody from UMass following it up. Bump comes through to take out the third man, but Russ is just going to go up the wall, see if he can do anything with it. But he's not needed, as Charlie is able to get this ball in behind 2 of the members, and the rotating member out from UMass isn't able to recover in time. Hard off the corner wall. 2 members of UMass into the middle. Nobody's going to be able to shoot that anymore. Big off the sidewall from Russ. I think he gets bumped off a little bit from that, and then Blaze kind of sets that ball off. I'm gonna be honest, he just stole Russ's Russ's assist there. Nah. 0-4 for your Griffins. If the score stands, then they will be on match point for this first series. Mikey C tries to get something out into the center, but neither of his teammates are really there to back him up. Blaze doesn't get a touch on it, but it's still centered nonetheless. And Charlie finds his third of this game. Looks like your boys are going to be going to match point. Woo! Russ made it back to that. Wow. Charlie controls the ball, starts to dribble, and then misses it with the flip underneath. Russ going to control the ball all the way back to his corner, picks up his corner boost as well. Hard off the ceiling, going to be centered in a dangerous spot, right in the scoring funnel for UMass. Blaze just driving in an infinity pattern in front of his goal. Doesn't touch the ball until it gets midfield, and watches one of his teammates get demoed. Oh, but Blaze was being sneaky the whole time. Kickoff goes heavily in SHU's favor. Blaze just kind of playing for time there, waiting to see what UMass is going to do with it. This should be an easy clear. Oh, maybe I've spoken too soon. Hard off the corner. That could have been a shot opportunity, but now UMass is going to have to hightail it all the way back down to the other side of the field. And then an own goal comes out as the bar down touch just lands on his car. Brazil? Anybody? Do we turn this ball around? Doesn't look like the boys are interested in going for the Brazil at all. All business, no play. Oh, that could have been another goal. Ooh, hard pass down, but the angle's not there. Keep the ball up, we can win. It's centered, but Charlie doesn't have a lot of boost. It's sent towards the net off of the back wall. Charlie's still there, and they send them home with one more. 7-0 is nuts. How about try 8-0? We are on match point for this first opponent. Now, if UMass wants to put a mark on the Seton Hill record, they're going to have to win 4 games in a row right now. Your Griffins are only going to have to win 1 of these 4 to move up to 5-0 for the regular season, and then also move on to their next regular season match, which is going to be up against the University of Montreal. Ooh. Physical play does not get the pinch on the ball that he was looking for. The ball gets pancaked up against the backboard there, and if we don't get a touch on it, it's going to find the back of the net. It gets cleared out in this all or nothing game for UMass, and it has been nothing but offensive pressure for them so far in this first 30 seconds. Speaking of which, they're still keeping it up. However, that ball I feel like was way too hard off of the backboard for anybody to do anything meaningful with it. Russ going to pinch that off the ground after the demo comes through on the goalie, and UMass 420 finds the goal. An adaptation on kickoff. However, where's Charlie? Oh! I saw them drawing it up in their heads. I do think it was an adaptation from UMass on that kickoff because they sent the right man instead of the left man. But it did not pan out for them the way that they wanted it to. Blaze with a touch towards his own net. Charlie turning around to gather it. He jumps into the air to follow it. One of the members of UMass is there and bumps him off the ball. However, Russ downfield puts the ball up against the backboard. Now again, Striker doesn't quite get the touch I believe he was looking for and also puts it up against the backboard. The fake comes through, but nobody is there to follow it. Charlie, backboard. Blaze is just sitting too far up to do anything with that ball. I don't even think he was looking for bumps. He was just so far into the opponent's side. He's basically standing on the 6, if you want to use soccer terms, when I would prefer him to be about at the 18. Oh, nice touch. Looking for the 50, but it goes in UMass's favor. I didn't see a whole lot of boost on them. This member does, however, have about 80. Striker, soft touch into the corner. Going to be able to control it after that. Puts it off to the side, gets demoed for it, however, and one of his teammates is going to have to pick it up. Ball is heavy into the air. About 70 boost on this member. Blaze has to spawn, grab the boost, and then deal with that off to the side. We're almost halfway through this game, and there have been 2 shots for Griffins that haven't looked incredibly convincing so far. UMass really trying to take us to a game 5. And that one? No way. Really? That's gonna be the one. I mean, we'll take it. Blaze does not make contact with the ball. UMass, following up on that kickoff, was able to get their first. Striker, however, ooh, he doesn't get a touch on that one, but they had full faith in him. Charlie gets it over one. Blaze now next to Charlie. Russ sitting a bit high up, but he can see all of the members of UMass, so he felt pretty comfortable being in the position that he was in. Ball sitting about midfield. Blaze is on the back wall. I should see him come across. There he is. Oh, the miss comes through from UMass. I believe just didn't read that ball off of that bottom curve leading up to the sidewall. Heavy touch off of the backboard. Russ does get it, puts it across the field, trying to connect with Blaze. And now Charlie going to have to track this one down. Somebody from UMass is approaching, though, off the ceiling. Oh, I think he did not flip the way that he thought he was flipping there. Kickoff goes off to the left. Striker, no. Huh. Striker is still here, but I thought he was going to be the one on the ball. This is going to hit corner and bounce straight back out to him. Blaze was up for this. Bit of scrambling from the defense of UMass. Boost steal comes out from Russ. Blaze just doesn't have a whole lot of boost. Going to take it all the way back to his own corner. Gather his corner canister. Almost gets a pinch, but that pinch almost ended up in the back of his net. Russ puts the ball into the middle. Charlie is up, and Charlie gets the shot onto net, but it's moving too slowly to be a concern for UMass. Charlie has boost, but he's in a weird spot, it seems. Russ overdrives the ball. The pancake into the touch. Up the sidewall is going to keep this in an aggressive spot for UMass until Blaze is able to clear it out. Does not get to pass into the middle, and now the boys are having to track back. Russ going to take this up his corner, which we've seen them do like 3 or 4 times this game, and if they don't find a goal in the next 5 seconds, this is going to be UMass's first game in the attempted reverse sweep of your Griffins. However, oh, Boys are going to have to keep the ball up this entire time. And I think that's going to be the nail in the coffin for this one. So it is currently 3-1. UMass not going down quietly. Fighting back in this one. I really wouldn't have it any other way. I don't want our opponents to just go down without landing a punch. All right, now we're on to the next one. Huh? All right, we're into it. Game 5. Still match point for your Griffins, but UMass showing a bit more signs of life. Demo comes through, should mess with rotations slightly, but with the amount of space between where you spawn and where he was demoed, or I guess where you spawn and where the play had progressed to, I don't think it was going to do a whole lot. That's put into the center. If somebody were to be on the other side of that, it would be a lot more dangerous. Now, the coast-to-coast play trying to be made by the Griffins, and there it is, the pass off of the backboard. Just tapping it into the middle is enough to find the connection. Maybe he even heard Blaze driving up behind him. Blaze not necessarily looking for the demo, but the sound of somebody's car is something to be worried about whenever you're one of the last ones back on defense. Griffins making a lot more of an offensive stand in this potentially final game of the series. Off the corner. UMass trying to control it on defense. Out of their defensive third. Russ gets a 50. Blaze, I can't tell right from this angle. Striker puts the ball out into the middle, gives possession back over to UMass. UMass up in the air early for this one. Blaze puts it back off to the side, but it's going to bounce hard off the wall. It's gathered by Russ and taken downfield. The UMass player there not able to grab that boost, going to get it in the end. And that's on target. And nobody quite able to get to the end of that one. Nobody able to get to the other side with the demo coming through, probably? Oh, no, he was traveling the opposite direction. I don't know if that player was going to get to it either. Touch goes to Tarts. He's up for it. One player misses. The double tap is missed. Charlie now into their corner. It's centered. Oh, Russ is there, but gets a very weak hit on it. Blaze fakes one member, going to grab this boost and take it off of his corner. He's up in the air. That member of UMass does not have any boost anymore, so maybe it's good that he was the one to go and not somebody else. Shot comes through. Blaze almost lets that go underneath his car, but flips in time to keep the altitude right where he wanted it to be. Tarts now off the sidewall. He's back into the air. Flips to try to put a little more sauce on this. 50 comes through. It's going to bounce out hard. Looking to be physical on some of the defenders here. Blaze picking up the ball. Charlie tracking this back down into his own corner. Half of the time in this game is gone with a tied score. Hard off the backboard. And that is another one for UMass. Just a poor touch there. Does not prevent the ball from continuing towards the center. And UMass find the goal that they needed to... Oh! Corner. Charlie gathers it. A lot of UMass traveling the opposite direction. He does not use his flip because the UMass player thought he was going to. Oh my gosh, Blaze, what are you doing? Nice touch there from Charlie. UMass tracking this ball. Probably going to... Never mind, he gives up on the boost steal. Blaze puts the ball up. Just keeping it out from in front of the net. Tarts with a boost steal. Puts the ball into the middle. Blaze is there. Off the backboard. Where's Charlie? Oh, Charlie was there and did go for the shot. Blaze now tracking this down all the way to his own corner. Going to... Ooh, goes for a fake. Gets it past one. Has another one challenging. Flicks over another. Oh. I don't know if he accidentally jumped that second time there. But he could have gone for something else. Still impressive, though, to get that ball past two people attacking the ball from the other end. Oh, did he get bumped there? Gathered by Charlie. Still has the ball. Doesn't have the boost, though. Getting booped out by Mikey C. Blaze gets the ball taken from him. Mikey C trying to do something with it here. And now Tarts gets a 50 to keep it out of the net. Looking very similar to last game. And the challenge comes through. Tarts chasing this into the corner. Pinches it into the defensive corner. Blaze now putting it into the center. If he could have gotten another touch on that, that could have made it out to where Charlie was looking for it. It's into the middle. And Tart's not able to get the touch on it. Now, we got a series. Your Griffins are still on match point. However, UMass have claimed 2 back-to-back. Boo-hoo. All right. UMass still have to win 2 to claim the series. But your Griffins have time to clean up their act and figure out what they're doing wrong in these past 2 games. Weird kickoff coming out of UMass. Russ has boost, gets it over 1, 50's another, and then is getting physical with a third. Charlie not quite able to navigate the ball around that last member. Big touch downfield from UMass to get that ball out of danger. Touched off into the corner by your Griffins. Boost is gathered up there. Demo comes through. And if that touch had come through, that could have been very dangerous. Now Charlie getting one more touch on this one. Sets it up nicely for Russ. And as long as they clean up their play and stop taking unnecessary risks, the series could end at the end of this clock. Put out into the center, and Blaze finds another one. Ooh, that was scary. Both teams kind of hitting their stride, at least offensively. Because the play has heated up a lot here. And it's no longer going to be these easy goals that you find. You have to work for it. You have to get an additional 50 or make another player miss in order to find goals in this game. Blaze was going for another one of those 50s. But UMass are able to get this ball to travel the distance. Not a lot of defense right now sitting on UMass's side. They're able to track back and get there, but that was looking a bit scary for a moment. On the back wall. It's a touch over one, but the rotation is going to allow another one to be there to pick it up. Back pass comes through, but that touch I don't think was really to anybody. That's out into the middle. And now Charlie puts this up into the backboard. He gets demoed for it, and Blaze not going to find the angle from where he was coming from. Russ, though, puts it on target, but just doesn't have the power again. Ooh, that's still there. Gets touched off to the side. Oh, somebody needs to talk about this. Somebody could just leave here. They do have a 2-0 lead. They don't need to do anything crazy, but I do still want to see nice play. Playing for clock here, actually, is Charlie, as he takes it all the way around his backboard. Heavy 50 comes through from Russ. That's dangerous. Russ puts it up. It's not out, though. And Charlie going to pick up a little of that slack. Russ gets it past one. Still dribbling the ball. Tries to flick another. A demo comes through. And what's going to come out of the smoke screen? I think he could have flipped into that. I don't know if he used both of his jumps already. Oh, sneaky touch there. Almost finds a hole in the defense. Oh, and he was going for the 50 rather than just going for the ball. He's going to pick it up here, pops it up into the air for one of his teammates. Oh, and Blaze overshoots it. Double commit from the UMass. Tarts with a soft touch again, looking to set up one of his teammates. Minute left. Oh, nice play. Nice play, just didn't find really any power on that final touch for the shot. Oh, doesn't get the touch on it. The whiff there from UMass. Trying to get the heavy play back towards the Seton Hill goal. And with 39 seconds left, they find one. Take the lead down to a single goal, and they have time to make it happen. We're approaching the 30-second mark. Russ gets a 50, but it does not go in his favor. Charlie, big touch downfield off the sidewall. Another one hard off the corner. Blaze could be there. Instead, he's going to track the ball. And probably right to do so. Oh, big touch. Now that's just one member of UMass responsible for the ball right here. His teammates have rotated back, but they're still continuing to miss the ball. He's got to get this to the sidewall to try to make it all the way to the goal. Off the ceiling, he still has his flip, and then it makes contact with the ground. And the first series of the night goes to the Griffins. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that is the first win for the Griffins of the night. We will have another one starting up in less than 15 minutes. Oh boy. So I'm going to send you guys over to the away screen, and we will be back with our next opponents. Hang tight, everybody.
Fading
just on the floor. In the reflection is the life we had before. And I don't recognize you anymore. Not anymore. Screaming to the night. Maybe I deserve it. I don't wanna fight. It's no longer worth it. And if we had lost a bit of the magic, holding on to a habit, just to see what'll happen. Yeah. Are we chasing the feeling of almost love? You don't get me high enough. No, no, get me high enough. Though I try to remember the way it was. You don't get me high enough.